I feel like getting Olive Garden right now. All right, let's do it. We'll start from the top. DKs. Atlas is usually good. Let's see if any of the DKs are around. Hey, bud, what's up?
Yo.
Whoa, no. Why are you doing that?
Okay, sorry. Yo.
You're talking in TeamSpeak too. That's why you sound like that.
Oh, hey. Oh, I'm gonna f with you until you turn it off.
No. Yeah. Okay, I'm getting out. That blew my mind. All right.
Yep, that also blew my mind.
Blood first. What do you think?
2 pieces cool, but you also have a lot of resources anyways, so kind of whatever. 4 pieces turbo ass.
4 pieces turbo ass, but 2 pieces good. And we're not going to talk about like what they could do to change it. Just literally as it is right now, and understanding that Blizzard wants them to be kind of boring because of everything else that's changing. You just have to letter rank it. You just got to send it.
Yeah. Well, I just wish they would change the 2 piece to give you stats instead of generating runes.
Okay.
Like the 2 piece and the 4 piece should be flipped. And then 10 bone shield charges being consumed should do damage. It shouldn't give you stats. But B. It's not like there's one redeemable tier bonus. They're not both shit. So B. Yeah.
Okay, yeah, I think that's the thing that's about correct. Yeah, I could have made a bunch of super complicated categories, but that just makes it way less fun. All right, so I agree with you. I also think this is super fixable too, just like you said. All right, Frost.
Oh, it's like super boring, but it's like strong as hell. And
is it really that boring though? Because it's actually going to change the way you play a little bit, right? Like it's gonna, like you're gonna, the 4 piece is gonna mean that you're like obliterating more in your CDs, kind of. Maybe not with.
Yeah, but like also it depends on how they implement it. Because if you consume the killing machine proc, it's like a pretty short proc. It's like 9 seconds or whatever. Plus you're on global. Plus you have to use like your next oblit, which you're rune starved to begin with, or you're RP flooded. Like you have globals suppressed during it. So if it doesn't refresh that buff, you might not get the full benefit of it. You might like munch procs or something like that. Also, like, if you're playing the Blit build, too, there's, like, periods of time where, like, you're already flooded with killing machines because your auto attacks are proccing killing machines after you consume one. It's going to feel really weird if you just have permanent killing machine but you don't have runes. And then on top of that, also, there's also another talent that, like, your runic power spenders increase your strength stacking, and it would feel really bad. And not necessarily bad, but it's, like, not intuitive which one you have to, like, prioritize between runic power spender to maintain that buff, or dumping on the killing machine, and then also munching killing machine procs because you crit during that and you didn't spend it during that. So there's a lot of problems with that, but overall I think it's pretty boring. It's like you wouldn't really think about it too much. Like the button goes up, you get like a little serotonin hit, and you're like, okay, cool, and you press it again.
I think it's an A, personally.
I think it's A. It's not S.
Yeah. Like even if you were to argue the power levels S is probably reserved for tier sets where you look at it and you're like, holy shit, that slaps. Not only like Mistweaver 4 piece exists, right? So like if that exists, then it's hard to like put Frosty K in that tier. I agree with that.
It's almost S.
Yeah.
It does also like push you towards a build. Like they said, they don't want to like make your talent choices be a thing, but like this does.
Yeah, this definitely does do that. Yeah. Which I don't think is necessarily a bad thing. People have been playing Breath for a minute. The other build isn't bad.
Also, they need to make Oblit do more damage for Breath build because single target damage is like bad. Also, DK is just tuned horrible right now too. So I don't know.
Yeah, DK hasn't had a tuning pass yet on Frost, has it? Or has it had one?
No.
Oh, okay. Lit. All right, Unholy.
I don't want to say S, but it's S. It is S. No, it's just straight up S.
You think so?
Yeah, it's S. Yeah, I think it's S. It's really good. It's just like you will never pay attention to it, but it's gonna feel good.
I wonder if you will. So like I don't know if you're like playing really fast in this expansion or something and like you're generating a ton of resources or whatever, but I feel like there could definitely be some moments where if Vial Infusion doesn't overlap like Iron Fur, or if it isn't longer, that you would actually just be like delaying Festering Wounds, so you could, that's like a maintenance buff almost.
Well, you're never ever gonna change the way that you play with wounds because Fester Might's a thing now, and you're hard locked into a cycle, and if you ever stop outside of the periods where you want to stop, then you're fucked.
That makes sense. Which I think is bad, by the way. I think Fester Might should be like reworked for sure. Yeah.
I hate Fester Might, but that's my own personal agenda. But yeah, it's like a passive buff. You're not really gonna think about it, but it's gonna feel really good in AoE because if you're playing Infected Claws or something and your ghoul's just attacking super fast, you're generating more wounds. Even on single target, you're generating more wounds without having to fester. Overall, pretty good, kind of interactive. Doesn't really change the way that you play, but you're noticing the benefit as opposed to it just being like a stat buff.
Beautiful.
And it's also really powerful. So
damn, first S tier thing. I think it's probably gonna end up being like lower S tier. I think Mistweaver has to be the best tier in the game. But yeah, okay.
It's like very low S tier. Like it barely makes S tier.
Okay, but I will put it in S tier. All right, thank you, Atlas. Goodbye.
GG's.
All right, next class. We have Demon Hunter. Shaq won't answer. Actually, wait, maybe he will. All right, he's not answering. We might have to give this, Shaq's not around. I don't know who else is around. I might have to slam a community vote. We're doing it. All right, Havoc. Again, I don't want to hear, but it's boring because like literally all of them are boring and they're supposed to be. 2-piece. Chaos Strike. I'm doing a poll right now. Some of them will be done by chat. We'll see who is right, community leaders or chat. Okay, I'm done with the poll. I'm ready to launch at any moment. Okay, here we go. Chaos Strike and Blade Dance chance to critically strike is increased by 5%, and their critical strike damage is increased by 10%. Chaos Strike and Blade Dance have a 20% chance to increase the damage you deal by 8% for 6 seconds. Your crits increase this chance. The poll is up. Oh, I'm getting a lot of high votes. Shaq.
Yo, is this for some sort of ESPN shit?
Yeah. You don't want to do it, though. That's why I didn't call you.
Wait, you did call me.
That's why I hung up.
Okay, all good.
Yep. See you later, bud.
Good luck.
All right, here we go. A 66%. All right, above Frost. I'm going to put it behind Frost. I'm going to put it behind Frost. That's arguable, though. Vengeance. Let me see if Tjuan's around. Are we looking at these tier sets from a raid perspective or just in general? Just in general.
Hello?
Hello. I have to put you on the spot, okay? All right, you have to rank Vengeance's 2 and 4 piece on a tier list.
Okay, let me look at this.
Do you know what they are?
I looked at Vengeance's. I haven't looked at everyone else's very much.
It's only Vengeance. Yeah, so Sheer or Fracture deals 20% more damage, generates 20% more Fury, and has a 15% chance to generate an additional Soul Fragment. And the 4 set is Spirit Bomb and Soul Cleave has a 12% chance to deal 50% more damage and cause the targets they hit to deal 15% less damage to you for 8 seconds.
Wait, is that not just insane?
It is insane. It's very, very good.
That sounds like really crazy. Let me see what like the power level of the other.
Bro, did you just wake up? Did I wake you up?
I've been laying down.
But, fucking what the? Oh, okay, I wouldn't have called you if I. Oh, fuck! God damn it.
No, it's fine. I'm rating it compared to the other tanks, right?
I mean, you don't have to think about it that much. You can just rank it based on how good you think it is as a tier bonus.
It feels weaker than this patch, but looking at these other ones, that kind of seems in line. But for keys specifically, I think this is gonna be kind of crazy because like the whole thing right now is how much fury can you generate, and then the more fury, the more frailties you get out, and then the tankier you are and the more damage you do.
So you're gonna be spamming these anyway, right? So it's just like high uptime.
Yeah, I'm definitely thinking S, especially in AoE.
All right, beautiful man. You can go back to sleep. Sorry for ruining your day.
See you, man.
All right, see ya. All right, now I gotta call a fucking Moonkin. I don't know which one I want to talk to. They're all deplorable. Ah, fucking dude. Do I have to? I'll call Goop or Sang or something. All right, calling Goop. We'll see if he answers. Hey man, what's up? What are you doing?
No comment.
What?
I'm under orders.
Oh, dude, you're talking about how good you think the tier is as like design. I'm calling you. Yeah, you have to rank it on a tier list just for what it is today before they balance it, before they change anything.
Oh, I mean, it's like way too good, probably. Some other classes look pretty bad, and this one is like really good.
All right, amen. That's it. Thanks, bud.
GG.
Now we have Feral Druid. Oh, God. I was going to call Psybear, but he told me an hour ago I'm dipping to bed, but in case you can't find a Feral, 2 set is fine for what they're trying to achieve with these basic non-obtrusive sets. 4 set is boring. Assuming it doesn't stack and based on theory crafter numbers, it will equate to 5% damage increase if we have near 100% uptime. So 5% 4-piece, which is like super basic, and then 2 is... So can't find him. We're moving on. If someone doesn't answer the first call or is in bed, he didn't give me a number ranking. So we're doing another poll. Seeing a few Bs, but it seems to largely be C. Putting Feral in C. Guardian. Guardian was like one of the very worst ones I could saw. I'm pretty sure we don't even need to call someone about this. The Guardian is swamp ass, right? Like Guardian's like really, really bad. Yeah, we're not even gonna call anyone about that. That's yeah, no need. Resto Druid is probably S, I assume. Super good tier. People are pretty happy about it. We can do a few of these and move on. Maeve can speedrun all the healers if needed. Oh, I'm just gonna call Maeve right now and we're gonna speedrun all the healers real quick. All right, speedrun the healers. Do it.
All right, Druid S. It's good. Mistweaver beyond S, like if it's not top of S, you're trolling. Disc, Swamp S tier. Holy Priest, low B, high C. Holy Paladin, I'm pretty sure is Swamp S. Resto Shaman, Swamp S. And Evoker is Turbo Swamp S.
Okay. So it's even worse than Shaman?
Shaman 2-piece is actually good. But Shaman 4-piece is laughable. It makes me want to have my Joker moment.
I think Mistweaver is in a league on its own too.
Yeah, Mistweaver deserves its own place.
Beautiful. Thank you. So now we have all the healers done. That was quick. We do need someone for Evoker. Okay, chat, I'm just going to leave DPS Evoker up to you, okay? Because I did this late at night. If I didn't decide to do this today because I figured out tier sets were coming out, I could have like reached out to people ahead of time, but let's be real, I wouldn't have done that anyway. So if people aren't here, again, we're just gonna rip it in chat. DPS Evoker is a strong B. Thank you, chat. Evoker is S, Giga Chat in parentheses. I've never played the class before. All right, I'm gonna read you what Podra said. BM, 2-piece owns. With the War Order talent, Barb Shot Cask is a charge of kill command, more kill commands, more Barb Shots, higher Barb Shot, 3-stack uptime, and Brutal Companion talent procs. 4 pieces Meh, because of War Order, we don't rely much on Cobra Shot to reset kill command anymore, so we cast it on a lot less, and focus is not really a problem. So that is A. BM is A purely because of 2-piece. Strong and dynamically alters rotation. Beautiful. MM, 2-piece owns, aim shot cast time reduction because we like crit already. Basically every aim shot outside of true shot will apply the bleed since we cast enough arcane missile, arcanes, and multis between aim shots that you're most likely going to crit once. More execute damage too because we do 40% increased bleed damage under 30%. 4-piece real bad. We have enough crit that proccing it is not a problem, so this has very low value. 4-piece would be way better if it enhanced the 2-piece to also fire a free arcane or multi-shot when you cast an aim shot after a 2-piece proc. This has the ability to proc it, but also alleviates the true shot problem where it would consume one of your precise shots charges instead of wasting them. MM goes in B. 2-piece good, 4-piece bad, doesn't change gameplay at all, but feels good. Survival. Tier bonus is rather boring, which is fine. However, it tailors entirely to single target, which feels bad. Carved Butchery are not a large portion of AoE damage, so pretty useless on AoE. Super strong for single target, though. C, only reason it's not Swamp Ass is because it's real good for single target. Okay, let's go. Beautiful. Thank you, Podra from the past. Preet is still not answered. I was going to have him do mage stuff. I guess I could call Fired Up. I'll see if he'll answer. Hello. What are you doing? Are you playing Wrath?
No, I'm walking.
You're walking? Wait, where are you walking?
Just walking my dog.
Oh, okay. I need you to tell me and rank on a tier list the 3 mage tier bonuses. And you can be as elaborate or as not elaborate as you want.
Okay. I think the best one is probably Arcane. The 2 set and 4 set kind of synergize together, but it probably won't be as powerful as it looks because Arcane Barrage isn't as big of a portion of your damage as it was last expansion. It's a lot more Arcane Missiles heavy. I like the design of it the most. So I guess based off vibe, A, I guess, or B, whatever you're feeling.
A or B. I'm feeling a B, I think.
Okay.
Feeling a B. Okay. Fire Mage.
The 2 set's gonna be good, just baseline, and then the 4 set probably not very good since Fire Starter, Searing Touch, you lose a lot of crit chance value with those talents, and Combustion being up generally, you're gonna not have very much value there. So 4 set's gonna be pretty much useless, close to it. 2 set's really good though. On design, I'd probably put it on the lower end, not Swamp, because of the 2 set. So whatever is above that one, and then Frost, 2 sets kind of same thing as Fire. It's pretty good. And then 4 set, it's gonna be not fun to play in my opinion. So any time where you're having to cast Frostbolt over your other stuff, if that is the idea of it, is gonna be pretty bad in my opinion. So I'd put that probably on the worst tier, I guess.
Yeah, I think Frost is very swampy. I think the idea of like pressing a Fingers of Frost and then spamming Frostbolt for 6 seconds because it does more damage than your Ice Lance proc sounds unbelievably bad. Like that.
Yeah, that sounds bad.
Now the question is it Swamp or Turbo Swamp? Because the 2-piece is good, right? Like it's just like damn.
Yeah, but the 4-piece is actively unfun, so it's up to you, whatever it's comparing to, I guess.
Yeah, I don't know what to compare it with because the only thing in Turbo Swamp is Preservation Evoker. So I think it might just be Swamp. It might be
Swamp.
Swamp.
That's fair.
Okay, yeah. All right, thank you. Have fun with your dog.
Yep.
Windwalker and Brewmaster. I guess we should probably do Brewmaster first. The Brewmaster one, it's kind of hard. I don't know if I have any Brewmastermen that are around. Guardian to Turbo, please. It has to be the lowest of them all. Yeah, I actually think Guardian is Turbo. Oh, dude, someone already linked this to me from the Monk Discord. Mistweaver S tier Pog. Now we can blame Max for the nerf we're sure to get. Bro, no one, like, it's obvious, man. You're an actual villain. Your mustache is growing. Call Dorki to rank all the tanks. How many tanks do we have left? Paladin, Prot Warrior. Oh, we have a few of them, huh? I don't know if Dorki's around, though. I'm calling him. I'm ninja calling him. He's probably not prepared for this. He said sec. Oh, dude, I'm making this guy get out of his bed. God fucking damn it. I really hope he's not getting out of laying down. That would make me so sad. Wait, he's just waking up? There's no shot he's just waking up. Is
Yo, what
oh,
up?
dude, wait, yo, did you just wake up? Okay, you don't have to answer that, I guess.
Wait, hold on. Let me fix my settings.
Oh, okay. I thought you just like didn't respond. Okay. Chat said that you were super degen, so I called you and I was like, and you said sec. I was like, oh shit, because I just called someone else and they were like laying down and I felt bad.
Oh, what happened? I had to fix my settings.
Oh, you couldn't hear me. That's what it was. Okay, yeah,
Yeah,
got
yeah.
it, got it. Yo, were you like just getting up?
No. My schedule is pretty okay now.
Okay, you're normal. Got it.
Look, everyone thinks it's bad, but it's not that bad.
I need you to rank a few of the tank's tier bonuses on a tier list if you've looked at them.
All right, the most important one is Bear is absolute dog water.
Yeah, I have it
Like
in
the
Turbo
doggiest of
Swamp
waters.
Ass at the moment. I have it in like literally the low. Here, I'll literally share my screen with you. It's the lowest of the low. We've already ranked
Looks
Guardian and Vengeance and Blood, and you can change those or alter those if you think.
I think the blood one is pretty good for M+. Probably put it like maybe in A at least.
Yeah, Atlas actually said A or B for Blood, so I can.
Yeah, I kinda
I'll move
like
that-
it.
Yeah, I'll move that up to A. It's fine. And then you think Bear belongs in Turbo Swamp Ass?
Yeah.
Beautiful. All right,
Yeah,
what do you think about
BDH is also
Brewmaster?
really good. Brew. Hold on, let me pull it up. I don't remember exactly what it is. That's not bad. It's pretty okay. I mean, it's very boring, but I think it's good.
Okay.
Considering you're like literally always spinning frame kick now. Like if you know anything about Brewmaster now, you just charge passions and spin away. Probably A. It's like right there with Bloody K, I would say.
Okay, and then I already ranked the other. Oh, what is it? Oh, Prop Paladin. It's kind of hard to tell
Prop
because this is
Paladin,
one of
yeah,
the
this
only
one's-
ones that doesn't have an actual value. It basically says it's going to give you parry by hitting Blessed Hammer or Hammer of the Righteous, but it doesn't tell you what amount of parry or for how long. So it's really hard to
I'd
tell.
say this one probably sucks. Yeah, so far, judging based off of like the non-parry part, because your Avenger's Shield, you don't Avenger's Shield nearly as much as you used to. Like it actually feels kind of bad to press Avenger's Shield now. If anything, I'd probably put it like a C.
Okay. See, also, Trellski said I think Brew is B, but I might be biased, he says. Oh, adding Trell to the cult. All right, Trell, you there?
Hello.
Give your take for
Trell.
Brewmaster being B instead of A. We got to get it right.
I think that stagger damage is usually not your problem. The 4 set's just kind of bad.
Okay.
The initial damage or magic damage.
All right, Dorky rebuttal.
I don't know. I'm just looking at like, because to be fair, they're all pretty ass. Like I can't
That's
really
true.
think of any particularly cool ones. That's why I'm kind of putting it up.
One,
there with
yeah,
Bloody
one
K.
thing is definitely. I mean,
Bloody
yeah.
K is
So,
pretty ass too. Sort
so
of.
and at the beginning they say, they're like, hey, so much is changing in this patch that we just like, we're not gonna like not have tier sets, but we're gonna have them be like basically very basic on purpose. So the whole boring thing is on purpose. The power level and a few of them still like kind of are a little bit different. I wonder if they want to make tier less powerful in general too, but also then some of them are really powerful. So you said that. Do you play any other tanks in Mythic Plus currently, Trell, besides Brewmaster? Or besides Brewmaster?
I mean, yeah, here or there. I haven't really multi-class super hard in a while, but
Okay,
I feel
so
like I guess compared to Prot Warriors set bonus, Brewmaster set bonus doesn't seem very good.
Yeah, I could agree with that.
Well, the Pro Warrior
kinda
one's
lame.
fucking real good. But yeah, okay, actually, wait, is that the next one? Because you put, I put Palian C. Do you agree with that? Or do you think it's ass? Do you think it's like really bad?
Yeah, I mean, in that case, it might as well be Swamp Ass for Prop Paladin. Because Prop Paladin one is kind of shitty.
Yeah, it's basically like at not a super high amount of time, you're gonna get 4% verse, and then you're just gonna get
It is very
parry
little,
randomly.
yeah.
Like just like, but the thing is like we're just gonna leave it at this for now because we're going off what we know. Because it could say increases your parry by like 20% for 10 seconds or something. Which I mean, I really doubt that's the case. But like it's along. If you're looking at the rest of these, it's probably gonna be like 5% or something. Yeah, I don't know if that's swamp though. I feel like that's fine. You said swamp. I'll trust you. All right, and then both of you can talk about warrior if you'd like. I think that's the last tank left. Yeah, the one where damage you do during this buff gives you ignore pain based on the damage you are dealing, and it also gives you the 4% DR and increases your damage done to any target during that window as well.
The force is
Yeah,
really
I mean,
nice.
I think since both tanks like Brew and Warrior get the 4% DR, I think it's all about comparing the other factor of it, and I think that like 10% straight up self-healing all full time basically is just way better than the extra purify.
Yeah, not really, and also because in a scenario where you're like doing it in AoE, if you're taking Mythic Plus, it's basically like a heal, because like you're just getting throughput, right? Like your health's gonna be going down, you're taking a lot of damage. In Raid 2, it has like a separate advantage of Like if you're on like a taunt swap and like you're tanking in like 20 or 30 seconds or something, you're gonna go into that taunt swap without having spending any rage on ignore pain with a big ignore pain. I think that's cool too. Like it like kind of does both.
Well,
It's really cool.
the sort of counter argument to that is you basically have infinite ignore pains now anyways, because
Okay.
your rage gain is so high that like you want to be using ignore pain anyways to spend some rage, because you can't really spend all your rage unless you're in execute. It's really nice, but at the same time it's a little bit excessive, if that makes any sense.
Yeah, and to be
But
fair,
yeah,
I
I
haven't
was-
played all these tanks on beta yet. I've only been just looking at talent trees so far.
It feels sort of like live, where you kind of just want to spend a lot of rage to keep your banner up. It's pretty crazy. So
Is
I
there
would
an
say
ignore
like
pain cap?
Yeah,
I know
there
there is a cap. I just don't remember what it is.
they changed it pretty recently. I don't remember how it works now.
They changed it to have a higher cap or lower?
Higher, I think.
Yeah, it's like percent of your max HP or something. I don't remember what the change was.
I think
exactly.
it's like 150% of your max HP, something like that.
Oh, that's
Maybe
a
it's
lot.
lower than that.
150% of your max HP is insane. That's if that's
Yeah,
actually what
why
it is.
Yeah,
That's
I think it's lower than that.
It's gotta be
something
lower.
like that.
that's so high.
Yeah,
It's like trying to
basically
keep
percent
track
of
of
HP now.
the threat modifier currently. I can never remember what the actual threat modifier is these days because it changes so often.
Who knows? They're all spamming 30%. All right, cool. All right, so you guys have to baselessly put this somewhere.
So I think it's not as good as VDH. So whatever that is.
So that would be A. It'd be like probably high A because Vengeance is high.
Yeah,
A.
yeah, probably like high A or like like right around there.
All right, I think that's all I need you guys for. Actually, do you have any takes on Windwalker, Trell? I don't know if you've played it a lot.
Yeah, I play Windwalker quite a bit in raid right now. Actually, the tier set looks better than Brew at least. I think it's kind of weird that it gives 3 empowered sun kicks between fists because that's just never possible, honestly, unless you're just straight up ignoring fists for a long time. Oftentimes, you even use just 1 rising sun kick between fist casts.
Maybe it's not. It's rising sun kicks or spins. So in the scenario where you're playing like Dance of Chi-Chi single target or something, you do like a couple RSKs, and then you also
true.
have the spinning crane kick. So it just has. It's basically just like it could just say 2, but it's just giving you more value. But yeah, I think someone said the 4-piece wasn't that great, but the 2-piece was really good for sure.
Yeah, I agree with that.
Okay, so
It's interesting for sure.
I wonder what ranking Windwalker though. Probably I don't know if it's S tier, because I don't know what the base damage of Fist of Fury is right now.
And raid testing, Fist of Fury was doing like half of my rising sun kick damage on single target.
Oh, so this is
But also, sun kick
Okay.
was super overpowered in raid testing, so I'm not sure.
I'm gonna pull my chat and see what they think too.
Dude, Windwalker's actually so OP right now.
Yeah, it's pretty fun right now too. The
Yeah,
rotation feels so smooth.
Yeah, that's what I've been saying since the beginning of the spec tree coming out. It just looks like peak fun. It looks like just every bit of like quality of life nice thing they've had in the last 2 expansions is just like on the right side of the tree. Oh, dude, Windwalker actually got an A, 61% A. I think that's probably accurate.
It
Yeah, I
seems
agree
OP
with that.
because like I'm looking at Windwalker's overall breakdown. It's like 25% rising and 22% Fist of Fury.
Monk
Gotta be
also
really
hasn't
good.
been tuned. I think that's definitely a big
Yeah.
thing that needs to happen because like even
True.
like Monk specifically is end of expansion. They used a tier set to fix a problem with one of their abilities not doing damage, right? So I mean, Fist of Fury clearly is gonna get a bump. All right, that's it. I think that's all I need you guys for. Thank you. I'm gonna have chat do Ret set. Blade of Justice and Judgment grant Crusader Strength, increasing the damage of your next Crusader Strike or Consecrate by 100%, stacking up to 2. Set bonus, when you consume this, it makes your next Blade of Justice increase by 50% for each stack consumed. Starting a poll. Turbo Swamp is winning by a lot. Turbo Swamp is definitely winning by a lot. It's not actually that bad. No way this... Yeah, and I feel like the 2-piece alone is going to be like pretty good for AoE, right? Okay, so we have an issue right now. This is controversial. People are saying Ret Palitier... It got voted Turbo Swamp Ass, but it seems like a lot of Rets in chat are very adamant that it's not Turbo Swamp Ass. It's at least a C, they're saying, because it will do good on AoE. Okay, I'm going to redo the vote, but I need only geniuses to answer this poll, okay? This one we're going with. Okay, this time it's much different. C and Turbo Swamp are very close. C is winning. C is winning by a lot. This is actually true. This is crazy because last time I did this, Turbo Swamp won, and then we had the geniuses re-vote, and they're pile driving the C's. I'm even hearing from them it could be some low B's, but we're gonna go with high C. We're gonna go with high C. Okay, Ret Pally geniuses have decided. All right, calling Publik. I need your takes on the shadow tier.
Right, so the problem with
Also, wait,
ranking
before
this
you do
is
that, are
Shadow
you
Priest is
good?
unfinished, right?
Are you good, by the way? You're fucking you made
We're
a
doing
forum
okay.
post called Shadow Word fucking sadness or something.
All right, I've written like 15 essays on how to make the spec better. They've listened to about 15% of it, so we're trying our best.
Yeah.
The big issue is they dumpstered the spec and kind of said we're gonna redo it all, and then they just haven't finished it. So it's a little hard to judge what they want to do, right? So if I look at the tier set objectively with how Shadow-ish works, so AoE is just turbo. It doesn't make any sense. They're buffing Mindseer. Mindseer doesn't like no damage right now. So that's kind of the main reason why it's hard to look at this in Mythic Plus, because it's just like, it doesn't do enough. That being said, single target, it's buffing Devouring Plague. It's like one of the only things in the game that actually buffs Devouring Plague, which is pretty good. And so like from just a damage perspective, or kind of how we want to do damage, that's in the right direction. What's really good is just giving us 5% haste. Like that part's great. Playing with more haste always feels awesome. We're gonna have this up probably all the time. if I try to be as like neutral as possible, and fingers crossed that they have time to fix everything, I'd probably put it at like high B, low A. With the caveat being they need to fix the AoE and make AoE make sense, which they could just buff Mindseer by 300%. That would help.
And then that would make it make sense. Okay.
That would make sense.
So you said high A, low, or high B, low A?
Yeah, that's right.
Which one? You got to pick one, man. It's up to you.
Let's go low A. I'm feeling good today.
All right. Let's fuck. Oh, fuck. Yeah, that's good to hear. All right. Thanks, dude.
Yeah. See ya.
See ya. Okay, guys. I did reach. Bolas did finally respond. And I said, hey, are you there? He said, hi. And I said, what would you rate the Ret tier on a tier list? And he responded with dog shit. So I'm going to send him this picture. I'm going to say, how dog shit. I'm just going to see how dog shit it is. Probably regular swamp ass. Okay, so we went from turbo swamp ass up to Ret going to C. And he says it's probably regular swamp. So I'm going to put it right in the middle of regular swamp. And now a lot of people are like, my OG vote. It was me. I already got it. All right, whatever, man. All right, calling James, even though he probably won't answer. If James won't answer, I'll just call Whispyr. All right, he's here. Hello.
Hello.
You have to rate every rogue tier on a tier list. Go for it.
So Assassination, the 2-piece, it's all right. It's mostly like a single target thing. I mean, you do use Envenom sometimes in AoE. It's just kind of just whatever. Same thing with the 4-piece. It's just passive. So I say like, just all right. It's just meh. I'm not really too excited about it. It doesn't change really how you play. It's like all right. It's better than some, worse than others.
Okay.
So maybe like B.
I think Assassination's a B. Okay.
The damage is all right, but you don't interact with it. It doesn't really change how you play. Like Envenom is just like a filler for AoE. So like the 2 sets sort of a little bit more like single target focused a little bit, and then the 4 set it does work in AoE and single target, but like it's just based off your auto attack, so you're never really doing it.
Okay, I'm adding Whispyr to this call because I saw in chat he said I have a dissenting take. What's your dissenting take about Assassination?
My dissenting take is that the 2-piece is kind of cool, except for the fact that we have 95% Envenom uptime right now. And so the 2-piece and the 4-piece are literally just mastery. It reads as 10% mastery because poisons and bleeds are literally it. So like it's for sure low C because it's just boring and it doesn't make any sense.
I mean, I agree that it's
Rebuttal.
boring, but it's like better than half the other ones on here, so shouldn't it be B? Like all of them are boring. Like you can't just be like, oh well, that's their whole goal is for them to be boring.
Strong take.
I mean, it's boring, but not only is it boring, it just like the design of it is over-engineered because it's like, oh well, Envenom buff increases poison damage, but then you have Envenom infinitely forever. So like, what's the point?
Oh, I guess the point would just be having your weapon's poison damage increased by 10%. That's like you could basically just have it say that.
Like the 2 set could read weapon poison damage by 10%, and the 4 set could read bleed damage by 10%, and it would be the same thing.
Yeah, but wouldn't that be good?
I mean, yeah, but like it's like first off, bleeds don't do anything in single target. Like the 2 set bonus is okay, but you would need to envenom in AoE, which is just like eh. And then the 4 set is good in AoE, but the bleeds don't do damage in single target, so it's eh.
I'm gonna put it in B. You've been overruled. We're going on to Outlaw. All right.
I'm leaving then. Bye.
But Okay.
I don't play that dog shit spec. Outlawed sucks. Bye.
He's the hardcore Sin guy.
Oh,
He's
is he
not
an
the-
ass guy?
Yeah, he's a big ass man.
Oh, same. All right, Outlaw, James.
All right. I think that the tier is really good, both in terms of like its power level and sort of. There's a new sort of play style with the new talents where you're playing into this pistol shot ambush gameplay where you get like ambush procs off your pistol shot, which doesn't exist right now in Shadowlands. So I think it's both fun, sort of plays into the new theme. It's really good. I don't know if it's S. It might be S. Like, Dispatch is a lot of rogues damage, and the 4 set is, like, pretty good. Like, I would say probably 2 out of every 3 dispatches, maybe that's too high, maybe 3 out of 5 dispatches are immediately followed by one of those pistol shots, so it's pretty good. Maybe A.
Okay.
S
I'm
or
gonna
A.
I'm gonna go high A. If you're considering S,
Yeah.
I'm gonna put you like high A. Okay. Now you gotta talk sub.
So the sub one is kind of like Sin, where it's just kind of whatever. It's kind of middle of the road because there's sort of diminishing returns where like you already run a ton of crit and you already get guaranteed crits on the first Shuriken Storm of every single dance, and like there's a bunch of talents that increase your crit and stuff. So like to get the increased crit strike on your next AoE spender or builder is just kind of whatever. It's all right for single target, I guess. But yeah, it's just kind of whatever. I guess it's kind of cool with the new 7 combo point thing that you can do with Double Deeper. And then the 4-piece, it's just okay. Like, it's just, whatever. It's worse than some of the ones on here, better than some of the ones on here. You'll never play around it.
Where is it?
Let's go B. It's probably the same as Sin.
All right, that sounds good. Do you have any words about rogues? I know you're really excited about it.
Nope. Keep up the good work, Reels.
All right, beautiful. All right, so you did. All right, next, Ellie Shaman. I don't know if Childrell's still around. But he said it earlier. I think he said that the tier was really bad. I don't think it's turbo though. I'm pretty sure it's not turbo. You think it goes in the swamp? Dude, I'm pretty sure it's going in the swamp. I'm going off of what he said and just, yeah, it goes in the swamp. Ellie goes in the swamp. The issue right now with Shaman is it's impossible to tell what a good tier would be or if any of their talents are good because it initially looked really good, but then they nerfed their spenders and they made all of the really cool things in their tree that helped increase the amount of spender, like that increased their generation, not matter because the spenders got nerfed out of existence. It is a talent. It is a talent. Yeah, it is actually literally a talent, I think, Flame Shock. But you could just add Flame Shock to this. Right, it just seems kind of, whatever, but also they got nerfed. And the mastery by 10%, I think, was the big part. I'm gonna guess swamp. We'll do chat though. Seeing swamp and C get pretty close here. Oh my god, dude, C and swamp are so close. I'm gonna vote for C, just to try to swing it. Nope, swamp. It was almost C though, so it's gonna be high swamp, low C. All right, Wordup's here. Oh, yo, hey, sorry if it's like, wait, dude, isn't it, you live in the future, right? Isn't it like really late?
Yeah, I was watching WoW stuff, so.
Oh, that makes sense. Yeah. Okay, cool. I need you to rate enhance tier bonus alone on a tier list.
It's really bad.
It's really bad?
It is like it's got the 2 worst things that you can have. It's really complicated, and it also sucks.
Dude, that description, I feel like it couldn't even be made any better. Yeah, I mean, holy shit. Okay, glad, yeah, goddamn.
It doesn't need to be that complicated, and it does nothing in AoE. And it's like buffing buttons that we don't even really care about.
The thing that stuck out to me was the fact that you already have so many short cooldown abilities in your rotation, maybe more than any spec in the game, and it's going to just be randomly reducing them more when they already sit off cooldown sometimes. Like, it doesn't seem... And it's also random, so it's like, I don't know.
It's RNG. It's giving us CDR, and we don't need CDR. That's the one thing we don't need. And it's buffing a button... As the 2 set is buffing a button we don't really care about either. So, like, none of it is it, if I'm honest.
Okay, so you basically have to choose whether it's Swamp Ass or Turbo Swamp Ass.
I can't judge how bad the Guardian and Evoker ones are because I haven't really like checked their stuff.
They're pretty fucking rough. Yep.
I'd say maybe not that bad, but it's bad. So it's probably just Swamp. We already have Sims for it, and it's like 3% total that you get from it.
That's really bad.
Which is like,
okay, the Guardian one is probably worse than that though. Like the Guardian one's genuinely bad. Like it's really bad. Like the thing that procs that like gives you the extra mangle you can use. Like, are you familiar with Gore on Guardian Druid? Like, do you just do, like, put it in your head? Okay. It's that, and that has a 5% increased chance to trigger, and then only when that procs mangles damage that you get from Gore is increased by 10%, and then that's the 2-piece entirely, and then the 4-piece is Mangle and Thrash deal 5% more damage, and then Mangle just heals you for damage it deals. It's really fucking bad. Like, it's...
Yeah, okay, that sounds completely useless.
Yeah. Okay.
No, our one is just, I just don't know what we're going to do with it.
Dude, holy shit. Shamans are so down bad. Just all 3 specs are in swamp.
I think that's just a symptom of the specs being changed a lot and being pretty complicated to begin with. So making a set bonus that works like that is definitely not a smart idea. It should have just been really simple.
Okay, I think that's all I need. Thank you, man.
Yeah, no problem.
Yep, see ya. Okay, now we just have to do Warrior and Warlock. I'm gonna see if THG's awake. Oh, all the Paladin specs are also in Swamp Ass. Holy fuck. I don't know if THG's here.
No comment.
What do you mean? Oh, that's a good fucking test. You can actually talk about...
You want to watch?
Want to watch what? Oh, you're doing... I thought you already killed Clown. Wait, you just joined while you're also doing Clown right now? Oh, you're doing an alt Clown. Oh, yeah, dude, leave. That's what Goop was doing too. Oh, no wonder. Okay. Yeah, all right, see you, dude. Oh, Kalamazi's here. Calling him. Oh, I need like 5. Fuck. Maybe we could just move on to the other ones first. I guess we could just do Warrior while I'm waiting for him to come back. Oh, also, I messaged Preheat. I said, do you want to rate Evoker on a tier list? And he said, yeah, it's D, unless there's a smidge of hope that it works with Scintillation, and in that case, it would be A. So Scintillation is a talent that they have that when they're channeling that like blue line into the boss called Disintegrate, it has a chance to shoot out Eternity Surges, which is an empowered ability. So basically, this is like really, really bad, but it could potentially, if every single time you're sitting on an Eternity Surge, that Eternity Surge has like a 25% chance to give you Lust, it'll be very, very, very good. Are there any warriors about? Oh, Dan's here. I'm calling him up. All right, what is it?
Right, okay, so the arms one's alright actually. I don't think it's quite as bad as a lot of people are making out. It's extremely basic, but the 4 set's just going to juice the execute phase even more, which I'm kind of happy about. Arms execute is looking pretty spicy at the moment. So I'd probably give that a high B.
Okay, high B for arms.
Furies is kind of dog. It's a weird one. Like, it has a chance of being good, but again, Blizzard have done that really ambiguous, greatly increased thing instead of an actual number, so we don't know yet. And they're just trying really hard to make Execute a part of Fury now, which I don't think really makes sense. I'd have preferred the whole thing to revolve around Rampage instead, because I feel like it would have made more sense for both the builds that you can have right now. And I also don't like Furies. It doesn't really offer anything on AoE for the 2nd tier set in a row, which kind of sucks. You know, at least the Arms one has Cleave, I guess. But the Fury one offers pretty much nothing, so I guess I'd probably put that mid to low C.
Mid to low C for Fury, and potentially worse or better too. It like totally depends.
Yeah, I don't think it's going to go anywhere above sort of like mid B, even if it was good.
Yeah, I think C might be like optimistic too, because it's potentially like really bad.
It would have to proc a lot. The way that it could be really good is if that sudden death does proc so much that it can maintain its own Ashen Juggernaut at 5 stacks, but I don't think that's going to happen. I think that would be a bit too much.
All right, I think that's it. Thanks, man.
Cheers, bud.
Someone in my chat, sorry, I just saw something in my chat and I passed by it and I have to acknowledge. I agree, Rampage should do deep dick dolly dumpster damage. What a thing. Deep dick dolly dumpster. That's this tier, dude. This is the deep dick dolly dumpster. I typed dumpster and I deleted the P instead of the B. I almost want to leave it like that. Hello.
Hello, boss. How are you?
Yeah, also, welcome to Liquid, by the way. Big announcement for people in chat who did not see. What do you think about Warlock tier?
I think it's sort of mediocre. I think it's fine. I mean, I think the F one's sort of fine. Both the Affliction, like, 2-4 bonuses, like, both, like, the AF 4-piece and the Destro 4-piece are, like, dependent on the 2-piece proccing, which is sort of interesting. Like, the 4-piece, I mean, you always have the 2 when you get the 4, but it's sort of weird. It's sort of how, like, Destro is now on retail. Where it depends on the 2-piece. But the good thing is, like, the 2-piece is pretty good on their own for both AF and Destro. I think it's fine. It's solid. like looking over all the other tier bonuses out there, they're all like just passive, like stat increases or like minor damage increases. I think it's fine. I mean, AF generate shards at a relatively, consistent rate. 12% haste is solid. It's fine. The 4-piece is weird. It's like whenever the 2-piece procs, you gain 2 stacks of Cruel Epiphany up to 5 max, and each charge of it increases your damage of next Rapture or Seed by 40. So like the wording's a bit odd. Like there's no shot it stacks to 5 and it's 1 Rapture for 200% damage increase. It's probably like
I think it's possible that happens.
I mean, that'd be cool. Like I wouldn't mind that.
What's the alternative of that?
I mean, I think what they're trying to word it as is like you have like 5 charges, like each one empowers a Seed or a Rapture at 40% max. It's
Okay. Yeah. No, I see that. Yeah.
It's weird because like they don't. The wording's awkward, but like typically, I mean, you have like Rapture windows where typically you spam them. So like, if you procced it like half a minute before your big Rapture window, like you still Rapture every once in a while in between. When you hold that for that huge proc, I feel like it flows a lot better if it's like 5 charges max, all at 40. That makes sense. I think it's fine. I mean, Rapture is like your main spender as AF in like single target and council based fights, and like Seed's good in AoE. Just a flat buff to our spenders. So I think it's fine overall. They're all a little generic and bland, but I think it's fine. Are we doing a tier list of them? Oh, we are, aren't we?
Yeah, we are. Sorry, I'm not laughing at you. I just scrolled my tier list up and I forgot I named the top tier Deep Dick Dolly Dumpster, but I spelled dumpster wrong. I'm sorry, it just made me laugh so much. Okay, I just saw it and I forgot it was there. But yeah, okay. So where do you think Affliction goes?
Well, is Deep Dick good, or is that's good, right?
Oh, deep. Deep.
I was just curious.
No, Deep Dick Dolly Dumpster is like the best of the best. That's the good shit.
Okay, I assume so. All right, cool. Okay. I mean, none of them are incredibly exciting. I feel like it depends on what the effect is. If it's like a max of 200% or like 5 stacks of 40, I think it's like a C plus or a B minus. Probably like a B. It's probably fine, honestly.
Okay. Yeah, the ones in C are like pretty bad. Basically, the ones in C are ones where people didn't want to swamp it, but it was like, yeah, this is not good.
Oh, you don't have like, okay, you have Swamp Ass and Turbo Ass. Okay, yeah, it's probably like a B then. Solid B.
Let's see. And then Demo, Giga Chad Demo.
I think Demo's 2-piece is like Giga underrated, like really good. So like the 2-piece just increases Demon Bolt damage in Fellstorm. Fellstorm is like a large portion of our damage playing the pet, like the more like zoo pet build of Demo. It affects a lot of stuff. It's better than the 4-piece, I would assume, by like a long shot. I don't think I'm overrating it. I think it's like A tier. It's like there's a Demon Bolt build of Demonology, which is like really good in single target, and this just makes it even better. And Fellstorm was also played in that build, like Demonic Strength is. So basically, I think it's A tier. I think it's really good.
Okay.
It's boring, which is there, and A tier's good, yeah. The 4-piece is sort of awkward. Like I think it brings it down. It's weird. Like Hand of Gul'dan's like 5% of your damage in single target. There's a small chance for it to proc and do 50% more damage, but like who cares? It'll increase it from like 5 to like 5.5%. It being instant cast is not that big of a deal either. So like the question is, does it empower just the Hand of Gul'dan, or does it empower the imps from the Hand of Gul'dan as well? Because the wording is sort of vague. Like I think Demo's 2-piece is really good. So like if we're looking at all of them, it's like B plus, but probably like the 2-piece carries it, I think.
All right, hell yeah. And then Destro.
Okay,
this
so I gotta read
this
this
seemed
again.
horrific when I was looking at it. Like, it's just
Oh,
yeah.
yeah.
You have a chance to get a 10-second crit strike chance. That's not like deterministic. Like it's just gonna happen whenever you're spending. But then it's during that window, specifically your spenders and I guess Conflag, Incinerate, and Chaos Bolt will explode, dealing a RNG amount of damage to enemies within 8 yards, which is like, and also dealing like slight variation damage, by the way, instead of it just being the exact same every time, is fine. It's just 2 to 10% is a massive swing.
Yeah.
I can't imagine that's right.
It can't be right. I said it earlier. It's too much variance. The 2-piece, I mean, it's sort of bland. So like critical strike damage or chance directly increases like Chaos Bolt damage because it always crits. So I mean that's something. It'll make your bolts hit harder in that like 2-piece window. It's okay, but like the 4-piece is just putrid. It's like just not very good.
Fucking putrid. Dude, I read the 4-piece and I thought it might have been another one of those things, just like a few of their talents, where they were like weirdly trying to incentivize Fire and Brimstone AoE playstyle. Because like this would, like if you ever used a spender or like procced it, right? Like technically your best way to do AoE, like Incinerate will have the highest value on like all targets, right?
Yeah.
Of having this spread out, but like no one's, I mean, that's like Fire and Brimstone is totally lost. Like no one will ever do that.
No, it's bad. I mean, there's an ability, I don't know if you're in game or not. There's an ability called Cry Havoc in the Warlock Destro tree. that is like basically, it's basically like second half of that tier bonus. Like it causes like your havoc to like cleave on targets within 8 yards. It's almost like they took that and just made it like affect conflict rate and incinerate as well. It's bad. Like the 2-10% is not good. It's way too much variance. It's not good. I mean, I put it in like Swamp Ass. I don't know if I go turbo just because like the 2-piece is okay for like Chaos Bolt damage, but it seems pretty bad. Too much variance in the damage in the 4-piece, and even when you have it, like it's not even very good. Like I don't know, who cares? What does it do in single target? I mean, like it's not much value there. So I put it in Swamp Ass probably.
Okay.
I mean,
and I know you've done a lot of Evoker stuff too, right?
I haven't looked at them in the past couple weeks. I know that their 4-piece gives like a 6-second lust, right? That's a chance to.
Yeah, so I mean, well, I've been thinking about it a lot. So Evoker is in this weird ass spot because like I asked like Pre to give me an answer and he told me it's like basically Swamp Ass or A, and it all depends on whether Scintillation Eternity Surges give you this 4-set proc.
Oh yeah.
Like
oh yeah.
Yeah, like that would be really good if Scintillation worked.
That'd be insane. Yeah.
But yeah, it'd be like one of the better ones, I think. But if it doesn't, it would be just like it's so bad.
Yeah, I'd be curious if there's an ICD on it too, even if like Scintillation does work with that. Because like like disintegrate, like in a Dragon's Rage window, like disintegrate just Scintillation procs would be wild with that. It's cool, but yeah, it just adds more RNG to Devastation, which it already has with like Essence Burst stuff outside of Dragon's Rage and like just other stuff. I think it's cool, but yeah, I mean he's done all the numbers in that recently. I haven't looked at it as much, but what he said is probably right. It could be really good or like probably really bad.
Beautiful. All right, that's all I need, man. Thank you, and
No problem, boss.
welcome to Liquid, friend.
Thanks, boss. Thanks, man.
All
I'll
right.
talk to you later on.
Yeah, see ya.
See ya.